So my name's Jordan Cain. I'm a facial plastic surgeon in Frisco, Texas. So there's a lot of aspects that go into patient care. The first time I meet someone, I want to make sure that they feel comfortable. It can be kind of scary going in to see a doctor for anything, whether it's something that I might see a lot of, and so to me it's not something that seems like necessarily a big deal. But to every person, especially when they're coming in to address some issue that they may have on their face, something that bothers them or concerns them, again, that's a big deal. That's something that really is integral to the way they represent themselves. So my first goal is to always make sure that people feel comfort. I think a big part of having a successful outcome starts with really having good expectations at the beginning of a procedure about how everything is going to go. Preparing for the procedure, through the actual procedure itself, recovery afterwards, and then what are realistic expectations based on an individual's personal anatomy or goals that they may have. So that's a big part of my consultation is when I'm introduced to a patient, one of the first things I do is I hand them a mirror and say, tell me kind of what bothers you. It's not for me to point out something that I may think is wrong or doesn't look the way that some aesthetic ideal might say, but tell me what it is that bothers you, and then let's talk about what can be changed realistically. I think a patient is usually going to be the most happy when they have realistic expectations to start with, and we can work together to make sure we're on the same page before the procedure even begins. I think the thing that I would most like patients to know about me is that my biggest goal is always to have patients that are happy with whatever outcome we get from the procedures that we're doing. And so that's why, again, I think discussing goals at the beginning of our consultation is always important. There are times where if I feel like we may not have the same goals or same visions, I'm very honest with patients that if I'm not the right person to give them those outcomes, I want to make sure that we get them in the right place where that can happen. To all my patients, I just want to say I really appreciate the opportunity to be involved with your care. I appreciate the trust that you place in me to help you on your journey to achieving the best version of yourself.